a poll out on Twitter asking, is TikTok just harmless fun, or is it a Trojan horse of the Chinese government gathering information and corrupting our children? Well, 89.5% of you said it's a Trojan horse, and 10.5% of you said it was harmless fun.
Very interesting. Well, one person who certainly doesn't think it's harmless fun is the Indiana Attorney General, Todd Rokita, a Republican who says the popular app, owned by ByteDance, violates the state's consumer protection laws.
We spoke to him yesterday to find out why.
Todd, thank you ever so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time. I guess the first question we want to ask is, what is it that you've got against TikTok in particular in the state of Indiana?
What we found here in Indiana, guys, is that TikTok has violated our consumer laws through its deceit. And so what do I mean? Well, we have two lawsuits going right now. One focuses on the deception TikTok utilizes with regard to our most precious asset, our most precious gift from God, and that is our children. Then we have a second lawsuit that regards all of us, regardless of our age, and that is the data that TikTok gets from its users, from its consumers. And there's no disclosure regarding that data as to how that data is being used, who is using it. In that sense, they've also violated Indiana law.
And how's the court case going? Because you've taken this court case forward. How's the reception been? Do they see it as so deceptive as you do?
They are taking our lawsuit seriously in that they are spending a bunch of money on very high-priced lawyers to try to fight this. There's two lawsuits, like I said. We are at the preliminary, I would say call it the preliminary stages of this. This is a novel area for judges. They're not used to seeing a violation of Indiana's Deceptive Consumer Sales Act.
What evidence have you got that either the Chinese government are taking this, and what evidence have you got that really, these children are being, as you say, deceived and being sold a lot more than they should be at their age?
Well, we just didn't file these lawsuits willy-nilly. We spent a good amount of time and a lot of effort gathering evidence. And so we have documentary evidence, we have evidence based on us posing as users, and we've collected that. And we also have sworn testimony from whistleblowers, former employees of ByteDance, which is the parent company of TikTok, or excuse me, ByteDance is the TikTok company in the U.S. So we have a lot of good documentary evidence, investigative evidence, and sworn testimony from former employees.
Todd, TikTokers say that they've never shared any data with the Chinese government, nor would they ever share any data with the Chinese government. Do you simply just not believe them when they say that?
Well, everyone knows that it's against Chinese law to operate a company in China that is not part of the CCP. The Chinese Communist Party is a partner by definition. We don't believe them. And they're going to have to prove that much more extensively for us to believe that.
And you've been trailblazing really with this legal action. Is this taking off in other parts of the United States or not?
Yeah, we have other states who have done other work following suit, and whether it's Arkansas has filed similar claims since ours. The state of Montana, their legislature has passed a statute banning TikTok, and that statute is in the courts now on constitutionality. And then I think it was either Louisiana or Mississippi, maybe both, that are taking similar steps that we are. We don't care if you're another country, if you're another government, if you're another state, or if you're a corporation. You violate Indiana's Deceptive Consumer Sales Act, and we're going to go after you.
And you've had some success within government circles, haven't you? Because you cannot have TikTok on government phones.
Yeah, there's several governments, and even our federal government, that have said, as a state employee, as a federal employee, you cannot have TikTok on the phone. So the federal government has even realized that this is a real national security danger.
And finally, Todd, what would your message be to the UK government and UK consumers?
We don't need it. You don't need it. Your life will be better without it. And if we just take that, each one of us just take that action as consumers, we can really send a message to the Chinese government, and we could actually get them out of our lives.